Second half as in second half. And welcome to something really, really amazing already. And of course, nobody expected this twist today that Arsenal at the top of the Premiership are losing to Aston Villa. Aston Villa kicked off in the second half as Arsenal had the centre, but Aston Villa are in full control at the moment here in the second half. 48 minutes gone on the clock here, and Arsenal really, really piling their defenders and trying to get back into this game here. And hello to anyone watching it anywhere. And I just want to say hi and a shout out to, well, I don't often say the word shout out, I just want to say mention, or just give a mention to Ronan, who is one of the singers that we spotted in Great Yarmouth. And of course, I took my camera here because I'm one of the founders of the touring with us itself. And my name is Nick C. I often do commentaries on some games as well, and I happen to capture, of course, the beautiful singing voice of the guy on Market Square, I believe it was, in Great Yarmouth, next to the Christmas tree, by the name of Ronan. So apparently he's subscribed to us, so a big massive hello to you as well. Hello to anybody that knows him, and hello to anyone that's watching today this afternoon here in this crunch game between Aston Villa and Arsenal. So very good, talented young performer, I would say. And apparently he's been on TV, dotted around somewhere, and performed in Norwich as well, that I have noticed as well. Though, of course, Norwich, the football club itself, got a draw against Preston today, which was 0-0 earlier. Southampton, my team, of course, got a draw against Watford, the home of Wetherspoons, which I am put it this way, I'm a huge fan of Wetherspoons, and some are better than others, obviously, but I do like to try and hunt for a new one somewhere along the lines. I haven't hunted for a new one for a long time, but of course, there are a few Wetherspoons I haven't yet been to. For example, Harwich is one of them, and of course, I think Fakenham I haven't been to, or Wisbeach Wetherspoons, and one in Norwich that I have not yet been to, because Norwich is a huge place actually, and it's got quite a few Wetherspoons. It's got the Queen of Iceny, it's got the Glass House, it's got the Bell, which is actually not a hotel, and I think it's got the Whifflers as well, which I haven't been to, which is on the other side of Norwich. But we're not here to talk about Wetherspoons here, because not everybody is a fan of Wetherspoons. But Arsenal nearly had a chance to equalise there. They need to get that equalising goal to stop Liverpool getting that title. I don't think they can do it in this game at the moment. Of course, time is to tell, but of course, I think it's going to be one of those tricky games for Arsenal today, because Villa is not an easy place to come to. They are in sort of luminous yellow and black shorts, kicking from right to left if you're watching the TV screen. Villa in their mauve sort of purple colour and bright blue shoulders. What's going on in this game at the moment? 52 minutes gone on the clock here, and Villa have it in their own half. They've just pulled a shirt of Arsenal, and that's definitely a free kick if ever I saw one. Definitely. If you're a huge fan of Aston Villa, we appreciate the thumbs up. If you are not, we appreciate any thumbs up if you are a supporter of a team. Even if you're not a supporter of Aston Villa, you might be an Arsenal fan, or any other Premiership fan, let us know. What fan are you if you're watching on highlights? I think Saka is about to take the free kick for Arsenal. They need to equalise very, very soon here if they are to maintain this title. Now then, referee is just sorting out the wall here of Aston Villa's defence. Now then, just waiting for the whistle's consent. In it comes. Oh, it's supposed to be short, but of course it went into the Aston Villa defence there. And now the goalkeeper for Arsenal has gone way out of his area, but kicked it long, trying to play the old long ball. But back to the Aston Villa. Martinez in goal for Aston Villa. That I do know, the Argentine who's in goal for Aston Villa. Now, I will sort of tell you the players that score if there are any players that score. So this is Aston Villa against Arsenal live second half coverage commentary for you right the way through to the end of the match. Hopefully we won't have any streaming issues. I'm using the hub downstairs. Oh, there seems to be a problem there. There's a player for Arsenal down, but play continues. Referee's not interested one bit. No doubt we'll find out what the referee is in this match. I'll probably no doubt find out about that. In fact, I'll do that now. There we go. Just bear with me. Right, okay, teams. So, of course, Martin is in goal for Aston Villa and Di Raya in goal for Arsenal. And up front, we've got Jesus and Martellini for Arsenal up front. Also for Aston Villa, Takemans and Watkins. That is Watkins up front there. And you've got all the list of substitutes. There's 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. 9 substitutes, but you can only use 5 out of those. Jared Gillett, a new referee, is in charge. Fourth official, Graham Scott. And VAR is Michael Salisbury. And Scott Ledger on the assistant VAR. Doesn't tell you the linesman though. I noticed on that one. But Aston Villa are now making a change. Now then, we're just pouring our cup of tea here. It's alright, I'm just, pouring the hot water here, trying to do it safely. So, yeah, I'm sending my love out to everyone out there watching right this minute. And very, very good evening to you all. I hope I am coming out louder than I see me. Thought there was a goal there for a second or two. Let's have a look. Right, let's see if I'm actually going up. Right, okay, let's have a look. See if I'm actually going out on here. Right. Yeah, that seems okay. Yeah, I might be coming out twice here. So, yeah, you are watching, ladies and gentlemen, the live coverage of a commentary of the Arsenal away to Aston Villa at Villa Park today. So it looks like it's still 1-0 and Arsenal really need to get the ball towards Aston Villa to get a chance to equalise here. But at the moment, I don't see that happening. But, of course, time will only tell, as we well know in English football. So it's 57 minutes on the clock at the moment, still 1-0 to Aston Villa. Arsenal with a chance. Oh, they should have scored that. That was a cross-ball chance. He did square it, like Lineker once said. I remember Lineker on Much of the Day years ago used to say you've got to square it, and he did that very thing. But, of course, it went too wide on the goal. So Martinez got away with that one. And I think Aston Villa, throughout the whole game, have got away with a lot. It's all in favour for Liverpool's title race at the moment, as they are top of the league come Christmas. But will they stay there? That's the question. It's all down to Man City. But, of course, this is a failure for Arsenal if they don't get any result here. It's a tricky place to come, Villa Park, I've got to say. Well, it is near Cadbury's World, I've got to say that. So, in a way, I'm not surprised about the victory so far for Aston Villa. So, yeah, Arsenal are knocking the ball around beautifully well. By the way, thank you all to the recent subscribers of Touring With Us. We have got nearly 630 subscribers. Can we get some more? Can we get one more towards the end of the stream at any point? Or at the end of the evening? We have to wait and see. But I won't be on at the end of the game. But I'll just talk briefly to you guys out there and have a quick chat with you. Then I will sort of wind it down a bit, because I did a live earlier in the second half of the Saturday soccer programme for our channel, and we did commentaries coming from all the results that were pretty much coming in. Well, pretty much most of them. So yeah, Nick C with you doing the commentary here, the founder of Touring With Us and host of the Talk of the Day show and commentaries of certain games, and of course host of the Nice and Relaxing show as well. So it's quite a lot to take in, all these kind of different shows. But Giuliani Buzzing, who occasionally watches in from time to time, does watch some of the commentaries, and sometimes he doesn't, but he can play some fantastic organ music on that show. But yeah, anyway, Villa on attack now. Can it be 2-0 for Aston Villa? Chance for Villa to make it 2. Oh, straight at the goalkeeper. Raynar, is it? Something like that for Arsenal in goal. And Arsenal could think themselves very lucky and fortunate to be in this game. 60 minutes hour has come up. Here comes Arsenal on attack. He's going to score this. And it's in. Yes! What a goal! Oh no. It's not counted. Oh, that's a shame. That's a shame. Liverpool couldn't think themselves lucky on that. That's a shame. Ooh, tight. It might have been just slightly odd, just ahead. Oh, that's a pity. That was a good goal, but it's not been counted apparently.
Opposition offside, but the opposition only need to get it right once.
Yeah. So Villa can think themselves lucky. It doesn't count, so it's not a level pegging at the moment. So Aston Villa have a free kick in the Arsenal have a free kick in their own half. Goodness me, we've got everything in this game, and there's a foul there on an Arsenal player. Looks like Saka is down. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. That's not very good news for Arsenal. Ooh. Has he just broken his leg or something?
Yeah, he's got the yellow card, but I think that's for kicking the ball away.
Oh, he just pulled it, I think.
It wasn't a real challenge for the ball. I think the leg's just got tangled up and caught.
I think he just got caught down there. Douglas Lewis has got 5 yellow cards for Aston Villa. So 62 minutes gone on the clock. There is a pause here. Aston Villa are making a couple of changes in just a moment. So we'll find out what that is in just a moment as well. So yeah, 15 minutes on the clock here, on our clock, 62 on the screen that I am seeing right now. And you have joined us here from Saturday the 9th of December 2023. The game between Aston Villa against Arsenal at Villa Park is poised at 1-0 at the moment. And the referee, of course, is going to continue on Jarrett, as in Jared Gillett. Okay, new referee, I think. I don't think I've seen that one before. Jared Gillett is in charge of this match, because there's been a few referees that have retired of late, so they had to be sort of replaced. And Arsenal have just given it away to Aston Villa. Now Aston Villa see what they can do with this. They've got, of course, 3 or 4 players that they can choose to pass to. And in it comes ball across, and a good save for Arsenal there. And they were fortunate with that one. It's only just tied at 1-0 here. It is a former manager of Arsenal, so I'm not surprised that they are winning. Aston Villa against Arsenal with Arteta, known for our ways Superman, if you want to call it that way. So it's in Villa's half, and Saka has the ball. He's got up since that knock from the Achilles, where it appeared to be that sort of force. But yeah, they continue, and they've got to get that equaliser. If they don't get it, I think it's pretty much game over, and they will just hand it over to Liverpool's title this year. But this title is not won yet. It could go all the way to the end. It could well do it at any point. So it is quite tight, really. Arsenal need to get something here, or it's pretty much game over. Well, it's not game over yet, because, of course, it's only 1 point in it. But it's frustrating for Arsenal, because, you know, they're getting a bit sort of wound up by Liverpool playing beforehand. So, yeah. So Jared Gillett gives it for a corner, and that frustrates Arsenal, I think. It's been very frustrating for Arsenal, who unfortunately are still behind. We haven't had a second goal yet. And Aston Villa making a change here. I presume the green means coming on and the red means coming off. G. Scott holding up the 4th official substitutions, with waving it up in their hands. So off is Kamara, and Den Dokera on for Aston Villa, and there's been another substitution that has taken place as well. But you've got to read it very quickly. It's gone off too quick. But by the way, more details, just go to scores, as in scores, what used to be the score centre, and then you'll see all of the details online of who got substituted and at what time. 66 minutes gone on the clock. Of course, Aston Villa against Arsenal tonight for the evening kickoff at 5:30, which already saw a Aston Villa goal in the first half, which we missed. So anyway, live from Norfolk here. How are we doing? Hope you're all doing fine and fabulous. And come and say hello to us in the chat at any one time if you want to. So 67 minutes here, and Arteta's side looking a bit sort of displeased with themselves, because I think Arsenal could play a little bit better, but you know, they have had chances, but they've had goals chalked off. But here comes Villa, though. Can they make it 2-0? And that would be definitely game over. And it's a shot, a great save, by the way, from an Arsenal perspective. And they were fortunate not to let in a second goal. That was close. So yeah, anything can happen in football, as we well know.
It's a really good play from Diaby. He realises he can't get the shot off. Doesn't do anything silly. He sets one of his teammates up for a better angle, better position to take a shot.
Right, okay. Here comes Arsenal. They've got to get this equaliser, or, you know, they can't challenge Liverpool. If they play like this, terrible, then they won't beat Liverpool even in the FA Cup. But if they was at home today, they might have had a chance, I think, because they've got the home crowd behind them. But, they've been unlucky, really, Arsenal. But Villa have been hanging on in there, doing very, very well at this moment of time. And you join us on a 1-0 at home sort of latest result at Villa Park against Arsenal. So, yeah, that's the latest result so far. So some people are just flicking it off and on to find out what the results are. That's what you're trying to find out. Nice little cup of tea to have. You know, Lakeland milk is got to be good quality now. Arsenal making a change now. Trossend, I think, is now coming on for Arsenal. They've been making two changes there. And, yeah, what's happening here? I think there might be a free kick here to Arsenal. And this could be a vital one if it goes in. Can the Argentine be beaten? And this time it would count if it goes in. Please stay with us for this. It will be amazing even if you're watching on the highlights. So, let's have a look. Right. Just waiting for the player to step up for the free kick. And waiting for the referee's whistle. That's the whistle. In it comes, hopefully, in a minute. They're taking their time. There you go. Oh dear. Just went through the wall and, you know, there's a slight deflection, but of course the keeper had it in his hand. There was no really threat on that one. It was a run-up kind of free kick, you know, one player had to run up and then, of course, the player had to sort of shoot it. It wasn't actually a direct free kick. Aston Villa time wasting. So, yeah, it was kicked away and, of course, Aston Villa, from the boos of the crowd, have given away another free kick to Arsenal. A little niggly one inside Arsenal's half. And, of course, they're now going to pass the ball around Arsenal as best as they can. It's about 20 minutes to go. Looking like, of course, Liverpool will be very, very pleased with being at the top of the league at the moment. It's very disappointing for other teams that can't get a chance to win the Premiership when Liverpool always seem to win it from time to time. Well, they have won it in the past, but yeah, many years ago they've won it a lot of times. But it's just, you know, one of those years that it is difficult to break Liverpool down. I don't think many teams have beaten Liverpool this year. They just have a way of getting back into the match. Jared Jenner gives out a card to McGibbon for a foul on an Arsenal player. 72 minutes gone on the clock. Still 1-0 to Aston Villa. Still anybody's game here. And oh dear. Unfortunately, it catches him. It's McGinn. G-I-N-N. And yeah, it's still 1-0 to Aston Villa here in the crunch game of the title race. Arsenal need to get a point here to make sure they are sort of in the chase for the title, but it looks like Liverpool fans will be more pleased than Arsenal fans right in this minute at this point. So, yeah, what's happening now? It's back in Aston Villa's half. They sort of pass it around, and of course, yes, it's going into Arsenal's half now. And I would say Aston Villa look like they're going to get another goal in a minute. They've had a couple of chances earlier, but of course, you know, Arsenal have saved any more goals going in. But to say the least, yeah, it's been one of those sort of games for Aston Villa and Arsenal, but Aston Villa have the lead. That is the only difference out of all that, I've got to say. And yeah, looking at this game, there's not long left now for Arsenal to get this equaliser. Come on, Arsenal, they can do it. I just don't want Liverpool to win it for some reason. A lot of people will want Liverpool to win, but in my opinion, I don't think Liverpool should win it. You know, because there was some controversial issues in the Palace game earlier, and it seems to be Liverpool get favoured a lot on certain things, and Aston Villa might have just scraped us through just by a fortunate goal in the first half. You can hardly draw a breath here, and of course, yes, it's a typical quiet evening game, really, overall. But Arsenal need to get that equaliser. Oh, they give it away there. Here come Aston Villa now. Can they do something on attack here? Well, Arsenal have to defend this because, you know, it's very key that they do. If they don't, they could suffer a 2-0 deficit. A deficit is the right word. And it would be a disastrous result for Arsenal. As at the moment, they are getting no points. We all know that Villa is a very tricky place to come. But will Southampton be able to beat them next year if they come into the Premiership? But yeah, Southampton are 12 games unbeaten. Can they go unbeaten for 13 games? We'll have to wait and see. But that's Championship football. It's slightly easier than this match here for Arsenal. Packed players for Arsenal defending what could be a second goal for Villa. Oh, well done, Arsenal, for defending that. I wouldn't say I'm a huge Arsenal fan, but I'm quite neutral in this game anyway. But Arsenal could have been on the counter-attack, but they give it away to Aston Villa. Oh, just screwed wide. Aston Villa just missed an opportunity to go 2-0 ahead there. I've just seen the replay there. Oh, that was close. If he got that on target, it would have been in the goal, but it wasn't. So 28 minutes rather on our clock on our live stream, and 76 minutes on the clock. Okay. If you're watching on the replay, it's highlights of the Arsenal game, and if you're watching live, it's live. You know, you can hear by the crowd that Aston Villa have won a free kick in their own half by a foul by Declan Rice for Arsenal, who tripped up one of the Aston Villa players. And I think he's gone into the book as well. One yellow card for Declan Rice, number 41 for Arsenal there. So, yeah, Aston Villa making one other change as well. Number 15 coming on for number 12 coming off. As Graham Scott, who was at Ipswich once against Southampton when they beat Ipswich 1-0 at Ipswich. And Alex Moreno is now on.
Goal for the club in the European match against Legia Warsaw.
And of course, yes, I don't know the name that has come off because it's flashed up so quickly. So Yeah, you just got to be quick with your eyes with things like that if you're watching a TV screen.
Obviously, you have to see how the game goes, but
You might be able to hear some of the commentary from the game that we're watching in the background. I think Jamie Carragher is one of them, and Rob Ortham is one of the commentary on the game. Yeah, so doing the commentary is Rob Ortham and Jamie Carragher, former Liverpool defender. So Arsenal need to get that point to save themselves. But are they running out of time? Arteta is losing the Superman feeling at the moment, but can he get back into this? You never know in football. It's a funny, strange game sometimes. So, what's happening now? Of course, Aston Villa are on attack and they give it away to Arsenal, and then Arsenal give it away, and then Aston Villa back. This is a chance for Aston Villa to go 2 goals up, but no, they waste it as well. It's been that sort of game. I think it's deserved a draw, really, but Arsenal haven't been quality enough in this game, but they've got a chance now. Oh, but it's, intercepted by an Aston Villa defender there who done actually well to stop Arsenal going through there, but again another chance rued by Arsenal. Of course, Aston Villa now are on the verge of winning this one if they are to continue to hold on. 1-0 is never enough sometimes, and sometimes you just get away with it. So, ladies and gentlemen, of course, you are watching the commentary from Aston Villa against Arsenal at Villa Park today. And thank you very much for tuning in when you have. 32 minutes gone on the Touring With Us Live, and, of course, 80 minutes gone of the actual match on TV. So Arsenal need to get something out of this game. Oh, and nearly fed through there, an Arsenal player, but they're on attack again, but I think the referee stopped play for an infringement. So, yeah, halted play, as the commentary said there. I'm just listening to the commentary at the same time. Jesus, or something like that. Graham Scott holds up the board, the fourth official, and Jesus is coming off for Arsenal. It's not, of course, Jesus, or Jesus, if you like to call it. He's not very pleased with himself. And Eddie Nikita is coming on. I believe he's English or something like that. Could well be, but anyway.
Are good in this phase of the game. Just look how many goals they've already scored in the Premier League from this point onwards.
So, yeah, Arsenal usually are quite good, according to the commentaries. Well, according to Rob Ortham, Arsenal are usually good at the 81st minute. What he said at this point of the game. Usually Arsenal are quite good. Is he going to be right? We'll have to wait and see. Now, Arsenal are on the ball as we speak. So here we go. See what they can do within the last few knockers. That's a free kick to Arsenal in a crucial point of this match. They need to get something very quickly, and they take it quickly. And Arsenal need to get something here at Villa Park. And the crowds boo Saka. No, they have the ball. They need to unlock Villa's defence very quickly here, because, in my opinion, I do feel that there is kind of like an urge to unlock them at some point. It's going to be a matter of time for Arsenal, I think. 82 minutes gone on the clock. Very interesting.
Just taking one to the face, which is not pleasant on a cold and windy day like this.
Cold and windy day at Villa Park, as it is sort of Christmas time here. Merry Christmas to everyone watching absolutely anywhere across the entire nation, wherever you're watching, whether you're watching on replay or anything else. Well, you can't really watch anything else other than a replay, but of course, yeah, if you have been watching live, we really do appreciate that. And of course, yeah, we need to get some people hit that thumbs up if we can. Now, Aston Villa have the ball now. Oh, they almost give it away, but they just about knock it out for a throw. Now, Arsenal are urging themselves as a team to get forward now, and the crowd are getting behind them now to try and get that equaliser. I know it's going to be very difficult. It's going to have to be a prayer in the locker for that to happen. Is it going to be Arsenal's year? We'll have to wait and see. No, not like that, because Aston Villa clear it away, and of course it's back in Arsenal's half. But Aston Villa won't mind that. But yeah, it could be a player down, but yeah, play goes on.
Still down. Not sure how much contact there was. If it was slight.
Sorry, I'm being buzzed here. It's coming from another source that I don't know about, so I do apologise about that. So, 84 minutes on the clock. This is vital point here for Arsenal, and it looks like it's fading away for Arsenal. But yeah, I don't know whether they're going to hand it to Liverpool in this one. It looks like it's going to be that sort of scenario. Oh, it's been a long time doing this commentary here. God, goodness me. Tiring game. Commentary does make a yawner from time to time. But anyway, of course, 85 minutes on the clock. And Arsenal need to get this equaliser or it's sort of game over. Because I can't really see Arsenal getting any more points, you know, in the never know next week. Maybe next week, but of course it is very, very tough game for them today. I don't know why they're not as good as they normally are, like they did against Luton recently. They haven't done the same thing. It's not an easy place to come at Villa Park. I've got to tell you that now. But anyway, still holding on to 1-0 at the moment. Can Arsenal get one goal in the locker to just save themselves? It's going to be something special here, I think. I don't think it's going to happen. I think it's pie in the sky for him. But anyway, and I think Arsenal are a little bit nervous a little bit. I don't know why they are, but of course they are trying to get back into this game. Oh dear, they're not playing like they are top of the league though. That's the thing. They're sort of getting a little bit fearful because of Liverpool. You know, they're frightened. I think a lot of teams are frightened of Liverpool for some reason. Liverpool seem to frighten a lot of teams. And there's a player down. I think it's Saka again, down. No, Saka's on the field, but yeah. Was there a foul there or infringement or something? They're checking VAR for a deliberate elbow there. I don't know what the decision on that one is, but yeah, there was a yellow card for Aston Villa player for maybe something that they've said. Diego Carlos, the Brazilian, has been booked for Aston Villa, but there is a free kick to Arsenal. So here It comes. Last chance for Arsenal, maybe.
Diego Carlos.
And there could well be a last sniff in the dice here for Arsenal to get this equaliser. It could be the last twist in the tail.
She was missed certainly last season, got injured as soon as he came in. Since he's put back into this back line as well for Aston Villa.
And Villa might just be escaping this one. But Arsenal still pull in there. They might just nick it, Arsenal. It's just one of those teams that sometimes do nick games right at the last minute. But they've left it late, even if they are to get something here. And they've got a throw in a very sort of dangerous time of the game. For Villa anyway. If you stay with me, I'll be able to tell you what's going on here. And of course, yeah, what is happening is that, of course, there is an urge for Arsenal to get it forward quickly as possible. And that's no good, and that's absolutely awful playing. Arsenal need to get something at this ground. I'm surprised they haven't. But they could be on attack now, but
some clear blue water between themselves and City.
And they still have the ball here. They've kept it in beautiful.
Here's Rice.
Here we go. Last chance, maybe.
Odegaard with the ball across. Hampton's in there. And
it's in!
Stabs it towards goal. So it's come off a hand, I think. It's not going to count.
It's not going to count it. Oh.
And Havertz and
We thought there was a goal, but for Arsenal, but it's not going to count. The referee's checking, I think, for VAR.
Yeah, it looks like it does.
Oh, yeah, but that's that. Yes, but it came off the Aston Villa hand first.
The referee give it. Looks like he's got it right. There's so many bodies around.
Yeah.
In front of him.
It's not going to count, I don't think.
I mean, at some stage, it looks like it hits the arm.
Yeah, I thought there was an arm for Aston Villa as well.
There, yeah, it just hits the hand and then he puts it in with his right foot. Initially, I thought it was the arm, but I think it might just be the hand just before he puts it in. And he cashes arms up there as well. I mean, a bit for VAR to sort out.
Yeah, we've just got to wait for the VAR decision here. That's why there's a slight delay. There's 5 minutes added on here. Check in for disallowed goal handball, apparently, when Arsenal handballed the ball. There's all sorts of things. Villa looked like they handballed it, and so did Arsenal, maybe.
I think we can see it there, just on the top of his hand now. I mean, that's an unbelievable decision for the referee if he's given that in real time. He did. He was very quick straight away, pointing to the hand, but it's been looked at in the minutest of detail by...
still being investigated, this angle here.
There, that's the touch.
Is there a handball on the Arsenal player before the goal went in? Was he given? The referee ruled it out.
That the on-field decision will stand. So, a handball. Well, you hear the crowd cheer because they were nervous. There was
And Aston Villa have got away with it.
in the stands here, probably amongst the Villa players as well. Yeah, listen. How often have we said in these last few years with VAR, referees aren't given decisions, they're waiting for VAR to give it for them. That's an unbelievable spot by the referee there. Absolutely fantastic. It's really interesting to look at the angle he saw and how he saw it, because there's definitely players in front of him. Well, clearly there's a problem here for Emi Martinez. It's nothing sinister though, purely accidental, in fact inflicted by one of his own, Matty Cash.
Well, of course, it's given as a goal for Aston Villa. Sorry about the pause there. I've just been watching what's been going on here, and there's a little bit of a problem with the goalkeeper. Oh, he's got a cut eye there. It's going to be added on for time there. Oh dear, yeah, he's got a bleeding eye there, and Arsenal are making a change here. It's going to be time added on, but of course, I don't think. I think Nelson is going to come on, which is an English guy, and number 24 comes on. And what I would say is that it's been a fantastic match for the neutral, but of course it has been very quiet, especially for Arteta. His Superman has disappeared for this game there, and of course we've got additional time because of the injury, and the keeper still stays in goal for Aston Villa, and the goal stands for Aston Villa, and the goal is chalked off for the Arsenal goal, which should have been an equaliser, but of course the referee decided against it, so there's no point of VAR. If you're going to make a decision like that, you might as well just go back to no VAR. But here comes Villa now. Can they make it two? Oh, no, they can't. Arsenal need to get it out quickly, but they can't. Here comes Aston Villa now. Shot! Good save. A block by Arsenal. And, of course, they need to get something forward here. Otherwise, it's going to be too late. They're going to lose points today, I think, by the looks of things. They've got one more last sniff. Here comes Saka. He's been booed by the Aston Villa fans. I'm not sure why. Maybe because, they think he's been play acting. I don't know. But, of course, yeah. Arsenal have got this chance here. Can they equalise it? They have one more last sniff. They've got to whip it in quick. They've not been quick enough in this game. It's been one of those games. And Villa just scraped this. It is a former manager of Arsenal. I've got to say that. So it could have been in favour for the former manager of Arsenal, who knows his side. We've had the 5 minutes now. So what the referee adds, what he allows. It's going to let Arsenal have one more sniff of a chance. Last minute goal maybe for Arsenal. It's going to be too late. It's going to be Villa's day, I think. So it'll be good news for Liverpool fans, I think. So yeah, 5 minutes is now up, and they're urging it to be finished. They're going to take all the time in the world, Aston Villa, with this throw here on the far side. So, yeah, here at Villa Park, what a fantastic match for the Villa fans. I think it's pretty much game over now. Just waiting for the added time. Maybe one more last sniff. It may be just over now. The referee hasn't blown yet. Oh, no. Oh. Oh, there's an argument with the goalkeeper, Martinez, the Argentine, having a go at the Arsenal player. It's a little bit silly there. And looks like there was just a bit of a tussle towards the end there with the keeper and one of the Arsenal players there. And the referee calming it down, of course, making it a little bit. So they basically sort themselves out. Kids watching this would love all this action here from the crowd, as adults would as well. So yeah, we've had at least 2 extra minutes. Surely it's all over.
Still around a minute to go. With the hold-up that was victory for.
So it's one more last sniff for Arsenal.
Will come again. Can they get another last gasp goal to earn themselves something from this match?
And Arsenal might have one more
But it will be consolation.
sniff.
It's tossed to Nketiah, who gets underneath it from Rice's cross.
And it looks like Villa have just won this game by the looks of this.
Unbelievable to watch it, how brave they are. Look at that back ball. Last minute of a game. Look, just catch him offside again.
And Villa have been very, very clever in catching Arsenal offside in this match as well. And I'm surprised that, of course, yeah, he's seen enough.
Throughout this team, but as a central defender looking down, watching it.
And he can't watch what he's seen.
That's why Diego Carlos is my man of the match. I'm going to go for him. The bravery with no central defenders.
And looks like Arteta has gone off somewhere. He could miss a goal, but it's game over.
Aston Villa's ambition knows no.
Villa have just about won it by just a marginal goal. They were very fortunate to win it, really. And, of course, the former Arsenal manager knew his own side in the end. I don't think Arsenal had a sniff in the second half. I think it was a terrible result for Arsenal. The worst game of the season. Don't know what happened, really. It's just one of those sort of games that could have gone either way. But full time at Villa Park, Aston Villa 1, Arsenal 0. And that has helped Liverpool win this league comfortably, but only by 1 point though. But Arsenal must win next time and Liverpool can't win. You know, in other words, hoping for Liverpool to lose against Man United, which is obviously going to be one-way traffic at Anfield. Well, that's what you would have thought anyway. But thank you very much for all those people that have tuned in here and there. Sorry if the commentary has been a bit sort of off and on, and you know, I've just been staring at the screen some of the time. But thank you very much for your support. I'm going to say good night to you all, and peace out for now. Remember, we are the golden show that hopefully never ends. For myself, Nick C, doing the commentary for the second half of the Aston Villa against Arsenal game at Villa Park. Aston Villa 1, Arsenal 0.